Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to get into a 30-minute full body power vinyasa. As you're ready, go ahead and make your way to a standing position at the top of the mat. And as you make your way there, start to think about your breathing now, taking some deep inhales and exhales through the nose with the lips sealed tightly, getting grounded into your space and into your breathing. We're going to start off with a standing cat-cow. So we'll start off by arching, looking up for a cow, and then rolling forward into a standing cat. And we'll take a few of these. You can take a few at your own rhythm. Exhaling down, inhaling back. And as you're ready, we'll meet in a neutral standing position. Take a deep inhale and grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And really stretch that hand all the way over towards the right, continuing to move your hips towards the left. Breathe there. We'll take it back through center. And then switch wrists. Move the hips to the right as you stretch it out to the left. Coming back to center, interlace the fingers and flip the palms up towards the sky. Really stretch out through your spine. Deep inhale. Exhale, start to fold all the way down to the mat. You can keep your knees really bent here if you like. Inhale, come up halfway, straighten out through the spine. And then exhale, fold back over. We'll step back into a strong plank. Lower all the way down to the belly with control, coming down onto the forehead. Bringing the hands to either side of the chest. Inhale your chest up, rise to a cobra. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale and stretch the hips back into a child's pose. Really extend those fingertips forward and hips back. And then exhale, round it forward into a neutral tabletop position. Grounding down through the left palm, stretch your right fingertips all the way up to the sky. You can gaze with your fingertips. Take a deep inhale and sweep that hand under and through, coming down onto your right ear, stretching the left fingertips towards the top of the mat. Breathe there. To come out of this position, plant the left palm next to the face, re-extend the right fingertips to the sky, and then set the right hand down to the mat. We'll take it to the other side, sweeping the left fingertips up to the sky, coming down onto the left ear, stretching the right fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Just breathe there. And bringing that right palm back to the side of the face, go ahead and re-extend the left fingertips up to the sky and set that left palm down to the mat. Bringing the belly down and the gaze up, inhale into cow, and then push the mat away, hollow out into cat. Inhale, gaze up, belly down. Exhale, bringing the gaze down, hollowing out through the spine. Inhale. And exhale back to cat. Coming into a neutral tabletop, step the right foot right back and behind, extending the left fingertips right in front. See if you can bring the left fingertips all the way back, reaching for that right foot, pulling it in towards the glute, engaging through your core. Releasing the foot, bringing the left hand back down to the mat, and then the right knee back down as well. Stretching through the left foot this time. We'll bring that right hand right out in front. Activate the core, reaching back for the foot, pulling it in towards the glute, opening up through the chest, engaging through the core. And then go ahead and release that hand back down to the mat and release the knee. Coming onto the balls of the toes, roll yourself back into your first downward facing dog. Take this time to reconnect with your breath, maybe pedal out, bending one knee and then the other. Ground down through the right foot and extend the left toes all the way up towards the sky. Bend the knee, circle out the hip. Re-extending the toes back up to the sky and sweeping them right through, coming down onto the right knee and bringing the hands up for a low lunge. Breathe there. more deep inhale. Go ahead and exhale. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Bringing the left hand to the left knee. Use that hand to just push the knee open. Let it fall away. Coming back to the center. Take a deep inhale into your lunge. Exhale. Push it back into a half split. Inhale back into a lunge. And then come up off that right knee, stepping the left foot back to meet the right in downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Ground down through the left, right toes stretch up to the sky, circle out the hip, re-extend, and then sweep that right foot right through, coming down onto the left knee. Bringing the hands up to the sky, we'll meet in a low lunge. Breathe there. One more deep inhale. And go ahead and exhale. Bring those hands back down. And then use that right hand to just gently push the right knee open. Breathe there. Coming back in the center, take an inhale into your lunge. Exhale, stretch it back into a half split. Inhaling forward, coming up off that left knee. This time we're going to step the left foot forward to meet the right at the very top. Inhale halfway, straighten out through your spine. Exhale, fold back down to the mat. Inhale, take it all the way up to a standing, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, rise the hands up to the sky. Exhale, take it all the way down to the mat. Inhale halfway, straighten out through the spine. Exhale, let's step it back into a strong plank, lowering all the way or halfway down with control. Inhale, rise your chest here. Exhale, roll it back into a downward facing dog. Take this time to reset with your breathing. You can pedal out. Grounding down through the right foot, go ahead and extend the left toes up towards the sky, and then see if you can come up onto the right tippy toes. Stretch through that left glute. Circle out the hip. Re-extend those left toes, and then stepping that left foot gently in between the hands as you make your way up to a high lunge. Breathe there. Settle in. Your base is strong and supportive. Your core is engaged here. Take another deep inhale here. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Go ahead and step that left foot back to the back to meet the right, rolling back into your downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Ground down through the left foot. Right toes are going to stretch up towards the sky. See if you can come up onto the left tippy toes. Circling out through the hip. Re-extending through the toes. And then gently stepping that right foot up to the top of the mat as you make your way up to a high lunge. Get settled in there. Your base is strong and supportive. Your core is engaged. Breathe into it. One more deep inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Go ahead and step the left toes up to the top of the mat to meet the right. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, release. Inhale, take it all the way up to the sky, hands overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to sit back just like we're sitting in a chair. Bringing the hands up to the sky, engaging through the core. Let's try a twist. Bringing the hands into a prayer, we're going to hook that right elbow onto the left knee. Really ground down through the left foot here and see if you can step that right foot right back into a high lunge, keeping your twist. Breathe into it. One more deep inhale. Go ahead and exhale. Bring those hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to the back to meet the right. Resetting your downward facing dog. Coming up onto your right tiptoes, stretch the left toes all the way up to the sky. And then we're going to inhale, crunch that left knee in towards the nose. Re-extend the left toes up to the sky. And then gently sweep that foot right in between the hands, coming right back into your high lunge. Get grounded and breathe there. We're going to make our way back to a twisted chair by bringing the hands into prayer, re-hooking that right elbow to the left knee, and then seeing if you can step that right foot back up to the top of the mat with control, coming back into your twisted chair, taking it back to the center, re-extending your arms in chair, and then exhale, release into standing. And take it back to a chair, sitting back just like you're sitting in a chair, hands out in front. From here, we'll go ahead and bring it into our twist. This time we're going to hook the left elbow to the right knee. And then getting really strong through that right foot, see if you can go ahead and step that left foot all the way back to the back of the mat while keeping your twist. Breathe into your twist. A deep inhale. And exhale, bring those hands back down to the mat. Send the right foot to the back of the mat, rolling back into downward facing dog. Reset with your breathing here. And then we're going to come up onto the left tippy toes this time, stretching the right toes up to the sky. And then inhale, crunch the knee to the nose. Exhale, re-extend the toes. Inhale, set that right foot down at the top of the mat. And reach the hands up to the sky for a high lunge. Make your way back to your twist by twisting the left elbow to meet the right knee. Getting really strong through the right foot. See if you can go ahead and bring that left foot up to the top of the mat with control, keeping the twist. Bringing the hands back to center and then re-extending the arms into your chair. Exhale into standing. You're doing an amazing job so far. Let's take it out wide onto the mat. Feet wider than hip width distance, toes pointed in and heels pointed out. Start to walk your shoulder blades back and bring your gaze back. Deep inhale there. And we're going to exhale, folding from the hips, taking it all the way down to the mat with the hands, head coming down last. Feet can come out a little wider in this pose if you need to get deeper. Ground down through the left palm and sweep the right fingers up to the sky. You can gaze with your fingers. Open up through the chest. One deep inhale and exhale it down. We'll ground down through the right palm, sweep the left fingers up to the sky. Open up through the chest. Inhale and exhale, take it down. Refold into your wide-legged forward fold. And from here, we're going to bring the hands back up to the hips, gently folding ourselves out of this wide-legged forward fold. Keeping the right toes pointed on an incline, face the left toes towards the top of the mat, shifting your pelvis towards the front, hands out on either side for a warrior two. Inhale there. Exhale the right fingertips to the back leg, left fingertips to the sky, and then bringing that left forearm to the left thigh, extending the right fingertips to the sky. If you want to get a little deeper, you can bring the left hand down to the ground. Inhale and open up through the side body by extending the right fingertips towards the top of the mat. And then cartwheel the hands back to the top, meeting back in warrior two. Exhale and straighten out through the right leg, bringing the hands over the head. And then bring that right foot in just to print. Bringing the hands back on either side. Re-extend forward. Bring the left hand down to a comfortable spot on the left leg or on the mat and re-extend through the right fingertips. You can bring the gaze up towards the fingertips for a triangle. Engage through your core. Don't forget to breathe. Cartwheel the right hand back down to the mat. And step that right foot up to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhale halfway, straighten out through your spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, take it all the way up to a standing. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to step out wide again, coming back into our wide-legged forward fold. Toes pointed in, heels pointed out, feet wider than hip width distance. Start to walk the shoulder blades back, bringing the gaze back. Inhale. Exhale, take it all the way down to the mat. Hands are going to come down, head's going to come down last. Ground down through the left palm and stretch your right fingertips up towards the sky. Really open up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, take it down. And then grounding down through the right hand, extending the left fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale at the top and exhale, release. To get a little deeper into your right-legged forward fold, you can mark the hands right behind or bring them to either ankle and pull yourself in a little deeper. Bringing your hands back up to your hips, fold carefully from your hips with the head coming up last to bring yourself out of this position. At the top, point the right toes towards the top of the mat, keeping the left in on an incline. Hands out on either side as you make your way to Warrior Two. Inhale the left fingertips to the left leg and right fingertips towards the sky. And then go ahead and bring that right forearm to the right thigh, left fingertips to the sky. If you'd like to get a little deeper, you can bring that right hand down to the mat and re-extend. Bringing the left fingertips up towards the top of the mat to open up through the side body, sending some breath and love there. And then cartwheel that hand back into a Warrior Two. Inhale there. And then exhale, release the front leg, step the back foot in one print. Re-extend the arms out on either side. Inhale forward, exhale, release down into your triangle. Really reach through those left fingertips up towards the sky. Engage through your core. Cartwheel the left hand back down to the mat. And then go ahead and step that left foot up to meet the right at the top. Inhale halfway, straighten out the spine. And exhale, release. Inhale, take it all the way up to the sky, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome job. All right, let's get into some standing poses. We're going to ground down first through the right foot and bring the left foot up somewhere onto the right leg where you feel grounded and supported. That can be all the way down at the ankle or up above the knee. Try not to collapse on your knee here. Find a focal spot and just breathe. And as you feel grounded, start to grow your branches. Bringing the left knee right out in front, try to cross that left ankle onto the right knee, sitting down just like you did in your chair, and bringing the hands into a prayer, engaging through the core. Releasing that left foot back down to the mat, exhale and fold everything over. Inhale, rise, take it all the way up to standing, and exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take it to the other side. Ground down through the left foot. Bring the right foot up to a sweet spot where you feel grounded and supported. And when you get there, you can bring the hands to a prayer. Find a focal spot. Just breathe. As you feel grounded, start to grow your branches. You can also leave the hands in a prayer. Start to bring that right knee right out in front, crossing the right ankle over the left knee, sitting back like you're sitting in a chair, hands in prayer, core engaged. Breathe there. And exhale, release the right foot down to the mat, folding over. Take an inhale and straighten out through the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, take it all the way up to a standing. Hands overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Awesome. Let's bring the feet out a little wider than hip width distance with the heels pointed in and the toes pointed out. Take an inhale, rise the hands up to the sky. And then exhale, start to sit down into your Malasana squat. With the tailbone pointing down and the crown lifting up, take an inhale and use your elbows to push your knees away, creating some resistance. At the same time, use your knees to push your elbows in. Exhale, round everything forward, let the knees collapse. And then inhale, push it back out. Exhale, round forward, and this time collapse all the way down onto your bottom. Feet planting in front, hands coming behind. Start to engage through your core as you lift the feet up off the floor, bringing the hands out on either side of the legs. Bring your hands into a prayer. We're going to come into a twist. First twist towards the left. Breathe there. Moving back through center and twisting towards the right. And breathe there. Let's take it back to center. See if you can stretch everything out, even if it's just for a beat. You got this. And release. Excellent job. Alright, let's take it down to the mat on our backs. Go ahead and relax onto the mat. Get settled in. Start to reach the fingertips towards the heels. And we're going to start to just gently lift the pelvis up towards the sky. Engaging through the glutes. You can walk the shoulder blades in to get a little deeper into this stretch. Wherever you're at, one more inch. You got it. Breathe into your belly. And exhale, start to release it back down to the mat. Reset. And as you're ready, we'll take one more. Start to rise the pelvis back up towards the sky. This time, see if you can come onto the tippy toes. Get a little deeper into that stretch. Bringing the heels back down. Really engage through those glutes. Breathe into your belly. And go ahead and exhale. Start to lower everything back down to the mat with control. Bringing the hands out into a T on either side of the body. Just take the knees and rock them back and forth, side to side, creating a windshield wiper effect with the knees. Take it slow here. Really feel the movement. You can also move your head with your knees. As you're ready, we'll meet back in the center. Ground down through the left foot, stretch the right toes up towards the sky, and then use the hands to really pull that leg into the chest. Stretch out the hamstring. cross the right ankle over the left knee. Right hand in between the legs, left hand on the outside of the thigh. Pull that left thigh into the chest, flexing the toes up towards the sky. Use the elbow to push the knee away and create some resistance. Breathe there. As you're ready, go ahead and bring that left foot back down to the mat. Bring the hands out into a T as you cross that right leg all the way over and let everything fall over to the left. Bring your gaze over the right shoulder and breathe into your twist. Moving everything back into the center, go ahead and uncross and unwind. We'll take it to the other side. Go ahead and ground down through the right foot. Stretch the left toes up towards the sky and use the hands to really pull that leg in towards the chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Start to let that left ankle come down onto the right knee. Pull the right thigh into the chest, flexing both feet up to the sky and using the left elbow to really push that left knee away, breathing into it. Bring that right foot back down to the mat, hands out in a T as you let everything cross over to the right this time, bringing the gaze over the left shoulder. Just breathe. As you're ready, we'll bring it back to center, uncross and unwind. Just go ahead and start to pull the knees in towards the chest. Interlacing the fingers, create a bind over the legs. Just start to rock out your sacrum, your lower back. Maybe little rocks at first and then bigger rocks. And then grab a hold for both feet here. Pull those knees into the armpits, taking a happy baby. Make this happy baby feel good to you. You can take little rocks, take big rocks. Really listen to your body, listen to your back. If there's any variations you'd like to take, you can take them now. And as you're ready, we'll make our way down to our final resting pose, Shavasana, letting everything fall heavy down into the mat. You can let go of control of your breathing here. Let go of anything you're still holding on to physically or mentally. Release any tension you feel in your jaw, in your brow. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. And just be. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, feel free to pause the video here. But as you're ready, start to wiggle your fingertips and toes, bringing yourself back to the present moment. Start to roll over onto the right side body, coming into a fetal position. Use the left hand to press yourself up into a seat, coming into a meditation seat on the mat. You can bring the hands to the knees, have them pointed up to the sky for more energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your practice today. Let's take a deep inhale, gather up all this good energy around us, bringing it into a prayer. And then bring the thumbs down to the third eye. Send some breath and love there. Allow the hands to fall down to the heart space. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale. Namaste.